All right, guys, let's try that one more time. My sincerest apologies. I have no idea what happened. I tried plugging in to a bunch of different cables there, and it looks like it fixed itself. So, again, hopefully you guys can hear me loud and clear. Let me know how the audio is sounding, if it's too loud, if it's not loud enough. Please let me know, because this is the first time ever, I think, in almost 100 streams where I could not get the microphone to work. I could not get the audio to work. So if you guys could just let me know, it'd be greatly appreciated. With that said, thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. We have a pretty special topic, and I say special because this is one of the ones that is very dear to my heart, especially with no pun intended, with heart health. And there's just so many people in the world that are dealing with heart health issues. I might have mentioned this before on some of our live streams, but within the next few years, there's going to be 1/4, so 25% of the world's population that is going to be dealing with some sort of complication dealing with overall heart health. And that number is only going up. So we need to make sure that we are really paying attention to our overall heart health. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about some spices. We can get into more conversation, maybe with herbs and things of that nature. And then, of course, I always want to be able to answer some of your questions. So because we had some of those issues to start with, if you guys can just let me know if you can hear me loud and clear, that would be greatly appreciated. If it's too high, if it's not high enough, please let me know in stream, and then that way I can fix it there. But it looks like for the most part, we are absolutely good to go. And then, of course, as always, please let me know where you're listening from. I always really get a kick out of hearing where you guys are from and where you guys are listening from, but I love the engagement. So the better the engagement, the better the stream, in my opinion. So, but yeah, heart health is one of those things, guys. I think that we can all agree that, at some point, maybe if we're not dealing with heart health issues, at some point there is probably going to be a family member or a friend that is going to be dealing with heart health issues. So that's why I think it's really so important. And a lot of that has to do with diet. A lot of that has to do with overall weight, so obesity and things of that nature, an active lifestyle. So if they're not active, remember we always kind of preach 150 minutes per week of active lifestyle. So that can be anywhere from, resistance training to just going out for a walk, as long as you're getting that 150 minutes in. So let's wait a little bit. I know people are going to be trickling in. We had a bunch of people who came in right at the very beginning. They might not be able to see the live stream that's going on right now. So we'll just let those people come in. But again, please let me know if you can hear me loud and clear, because I don't want to be speaking to myself and I don't want those issues happening again. So please let me know if you can hear me. It looks like everything's good on my end, but if you guys could just please let me know, that'd be greatly appreciated. And thank you so much for the thumbs up there, guys. I saw we were already, I think, crossing about 6 thumbs up there. So if we could get it back up there to start, that would be amazing. The one thing about YouTube is when you have to sort of restart and reset, you'll always lose a little bit of viewership. Thank you so much for that thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You always lose a little bit, but I think we'll start trickling in there. So if there's anyone in chat, again, please let me know, because we had those issues. I would really like to know that they're fixed. So thank you very much, guys. I do appreciate that. And again, it's not just, I don't want to make it, thank you very much, Shirley. I appreciate that. Glad that you can hear me. Now, what I want to do is I really want to make sure that I'm not only focusing on my own discussion, but I want to make sure that, I'm answering your questions as well. So I think it's so we kind of set it up here. We know that there's about 25% even increasing year by year. They call it the silent killer, just because, a lot of people don't necessarily know that they are dealing with heart health issues, and that can be for a number of different reasons. It can be, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and that's that LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, total cholesterol, atherosclerosis, so a hardening of the arteries, inflammation. The list goes on and on. Poor blood circulation. So the list goes on and on, guys. So that's one of the main reasons why I want to make sure that we're talking a little bit about heart health today. So we'll get right into the spices, and if you guys have any questions just on overall foods that are going to be helpful for heart health, please go ahead and ask those questions as well. Again, it's not a one-sided discussion here. I want to make sure that we're engaging in a nice discussion where it's a give and take. You guys are asking your questions, and I'm able to give my input as well. So let's start off a little bit. I think we should just jump right into the spices. All right, there's tons of spices. You can have them as a tea. You can add them to smoothies. It really does not matter as long as you're getting in those spices. Then you're doing a good job, and you're going to be able to increase overall heart health. But as you guys always know, I do not like to create an umbrella. There could be, maybe 10, 15 spices that are probably going to increase heart health, but I really want to make sure that we're focusing on the best of the best. And that can be a nice lead-in. I think one of the best ones that you can add to your diet, and you guys might already know this, maybe you don't, but turmeric is one of the best heart healthy spices that there is, and turmeric is just a tremendous spice. When it comes to turmeric, you can have the powdered turmeric or you can have the root. The root makes it a little bit easier. If you're going to be eating the root, I would suggest maybe putting it into a smoothie or using it in a bunch of different recipes and things of that nature. It can be a little bit tough. Of course, you're not going to want to eat that root on its own. Maybe you will, but I find it very difficult to add that root in. I find it much easier adding the spice. So we have Shirley here. If there's anyone else here, please let me know where you're listening from. Please say hi in chat. It'd be greatly appreciated. So turmeric, one of the best ones. I think turmeric, if you're going to be adding anything, I think turmeric is a great start, especially with increasing overall heart health. And there's so many other benefits to it as well. And these benefits compound, and then that's going to be, leading to increased heart health overall. So let's talk a little bit about how it's going to be increasing heart health. All right, and again, you can have the powder, you can have the root. It really does not matter. I just think that the powder is a little bit easier to add to your diet. Again, you can add that to different recipes, to curries, to smoothies, and things of that nature. I even know some people who will add it to their oatmeal, believe it or not. It just depends how if you favor turmeric or if you're okay with the taste. So again, why is turmeric so important? Well, there's been numerous studies that show the benefits of turmeric having to do with heart health. For one, there's an active compound in turmeric, which is, it acts as an antioxidant. All right, and that active compound is called curcumin. All right, so when it comes to curcumin, very, very heart healthy. All right, and what we see is, one, it has antithrombotic effects, which in turn is going to provide protective effects for the cardiovascular system. So that's just a fancy way of saying increasing overall heart health. All right, so that's why I would put maybe turmeric at the very top of the list. There's other great ones in there, but I think if you're going to start with one, I think turmeric is a great one for you to start with. And again, you can add that to smoothies and things of that nature. The other nice thing about turmeric, and especially the active compound curcumin, is that one, very, very potent anti-inflammatory benefits. Okay, and I talk about this in videos all the time. If you have chronic inflammation or even acute inflammation, it can do major damage to the cardiovascular system, which in turn is actually going to be a causing factor and a contributor to decrease heart health, all right, because we're damaging the heart in that sense. And especially chronic inflammation, over time, that's going to help lead to and be a risk factor for overall heart disease. All right, so for one of the best, so curcumin, all right, and turmeric, one of the best anti-inflammatories that there is, natural anti-inflammatories. And I think that's the big kind of takeaway from this. We want natural anti-inflammatories. The other nice thing about turmeric, it's one, anti-carcinogenic, and then two, tons of antioxidants. Curcumin actually works as an antioxidant. All right. The other nice thing about turmeric is it can actually increase antioxidant capacity within the body, all right, which is very, very helpful. And again, the nice thing about turmeric, very easy to add to your diet. I already mentioned curries. You can put it in soups, stews. Some people will put it on vegetables and things of that nature. So I think if you're getting turmeric, I think that's a great start to increasing overall heart health. You can add it to a number of different recipes. The way that I like to do it is by adding it to smoothies. I think that's the easiest. And again, if you're having it every day or every other day, I think a teaspoon really goes a long way, guys. I don't think you have to go into like a tablespoon every single day. I think 1 teaspoon, maybe even a little bit less, can go a long way. Michelle, blessed Sunday. Everyone, thanks, Michelle. Same to you. I really appreciate that. Deborah, how are you doing? Good morning to you as well. Great topic. I'm very glad that you're enjoying the topic, but it's great to see you, Deborah. Thanks so much for the support, as always. Always in here showing great support. I really do appreciate it. So for the first one, guys, I would say turmeric would be one of your best ones. Again, to sum it up, you have a bioactive compound known as curcumin, which has been found to have tremendous anti-inflammatory benefits, antioxidant benefits, anti-carcinogenic benefits, and all of that is going to be taken together and provide protective effects for the cardiovascular system. So again, fancy terms for increasing heart health, all right? Reducing damage to the cardiovascular system. It's that damage over time when you can really, really see risk factors that are going to help lead to potential, risk factors for heart disease. And again, the other nice thing about turmeric is there has been some studies that show that it can help decrease high cholesterol levels, which is very nice. You're getting almost a 2-for-1 there. I'm doing great, been missing you all. Well, that's nice, Deborah. Same thing. Same goes for you as well. It's great having you in here. We're starting a little bit earlier today, so it's nice to see everyone going in. I know it's coming in. I know it's not our usual time. We're starting a lot earlier today. So it's great to see you guys in here. And I see we're already at 10 thumbs up. So thank you very much, guys. I really do appreciate that. So I think if you're going to start with one spice to increase overall heart health, I do not think that you can go wrong with turmeric. And again, it's so easy to add to a bunch of different recipes. All right, so let's go into our next one. All right. Another important one. So we have turmeric. Another important one is going to be cinnamon, guys. Cinnamon, very, very heart healthy. And I think it's really underrated when it comes to overall heart health. A lot of people will take it for their antioxidant benefits, sometimes even for dietary fiber and things of that nature. But when it comes to overall heart health, I think you're doing a great job of increasing overall heart health with it. So there's been a ton of studies that show the, and again, cardioprotective properties of cinnamon. Okay, so all that means is heart health protecting properties of cinnamon. Now, why? All right, we see research that shows antioxidants, and again, we want antioxidants in our diet, especially with these spices, because what the antioxidants do is they help get rid of free radicals, they help get rid of oxidative stress, and those free radicals and oxidative stress are going to be causing damage to the cardiovascular system. Now, the other nice thing about cinnamon is it's anti-inflammatory. It has tremendous anti-inflammatory benefits, which, you know, it's like a 2-for-1. Deborah, thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You know how much I appreciate it. Thank you so much for that super chat. Going above and beyond, showing your support, and it's just constant support from you, and I've mentioned that before, so thank you very much for that super chat, Deborah. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you're getting a lot out of this discussion and all of the videos, and trust me, I do see you on TikTok, and thank you so much for following. I've been a little bit busier, and it's slowing down right now. So there will be TikToks, but thank you so much, Deborah. I really do appreciate the super chat there. Thank you so much. I hope you know just how much I really do appreciate that and appreciate the support. So thank you very much, Deborah. Okay, I got a little bit taken by surprise. Sometimes it's funny. I'll go kind of into a tangent and then I'll look and then I'll see it right there. So sometimes I'll miss it, but again, thank you very much, Deborah. So back to the cinnamon. All right. The nice thing about cinnamon, again, antioxidants, anti-inflammatory properties, and you know that's like the 2-for-1. We want those antioxidants and we want those anti-inflammatories. It has tremendous benefits when it comes to overall heart health. So turmeric is a great one. Again, that's going to help increase your antioxidant capacity. If we get cinnamon, all right. The research has shown, all right, and the highlight is tremendous antioxidant benefits, tremendous anti-inflammatory benefits, all right, and even anti-diabetic. And that's anti-diabetic effects is very important when it comes to overall heart health. One, it's a risk factor, all right. So say you're dealing with, different certain heart health if we're not dealing with heart health benefits. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep up with chat here. But one of the risk factors for heart disease, and one of the things that, can lead to complications, is diabetes. It doesn't matter, especially type 2 diabetes. All right, and we've seen that more and more in the news. We don't need to go into that too much right now. But, if we're dealing with pre-diabetes or anything like that, type 2 diabetes, things that we can potentially reverse, all right, that's something that you're going to want to speak to your medical practitioner about, all right, but the anti-diabetic effects of cinnamon is tremendous, and I think you're even getting a little bit of that from turmeric. You're welcome. This is an awesome channel. Would you recommend cinnamon capsules? Well, it's a great question, Deborah. Okay, so how much cinnamon a day? I think if you're getting a teaspoon, I don't even think that you really need a full teaspoon of cinnamon. I think half a teaspoon is more than enough, especially if you're getting it every day. But I think a teaspoon is sort of your baseline. And you can add it to smoothies. I like adding it to oatmeal. But again, if you're having it every single day, you're getting tremendous benefits from just having 1 teaspoon of cinnamon per day. Would I recommend cinnamon capsules? If I had to choose, Deborah, I would go with cinnamon powder. And if I had to go even one step further, I would recommend Ceylon cinnamon. So let me just spell that in chat. So Ceylon cinnamon, also known as true cinnamon. So I would go with that, and I would try to go with the powder, organic powder, as often as possible. Does that mean cinnamon capsules are bad for you? Absolutely not. I think if I was just choosing one over the other, I would choose the Ceylon cinnamon and use that as a powder. But you can't really go wrong with the capsules either. I would just choose the powder. So I hope that helps. But with the how much cinnamon per day, really no more than a teaspoon. And it's so funny because a lot of the times on the channel, a lot of times people will think that, if it comes to turmeric, if it comes to cinnamon and things of that nature, a lot of the times people will kind of get confused and thinking that I'm saying that they need a tablespoon of cinnamon or of turmeric and things of that nature, or multiple tablespoons. If you're taking it every day, there's really no reason to be taking that much. I think 1 teaspoon can go a long way. At the very most, like a teaspoon and a half. And the reason why I say that is just because there's been numerous studies showing the benefits of having 1 teaspoon per day. And again, if you think about it, if you're having it every single day, that's a lot of cinnamon, and you're going to be getting the benefits from that cinnamon. So I hope that helps answer your question, Deborah. Again, I would go with the Ceylon cinnamon. If you don't have the Ceylon cinnamon, really any cinnamon is going to be great for you. Susan H., good morning to you as well. Thank you so much for joining us on this early Sunday morning. I really appreciate it, guys. I'm glad that you guys were able to get in here. And Deborah, big shout out to you. Thank you so much for that super chat again. I really do appreciate it. It goes a long way. So thank you very much. All right, so we have 1, turmeric. In case you guys missed it, turmeric is a great one, and we went over some of the benefits. We have anti-inflammatory benefits. We have the bioactive compound curcumin. We have antioxidants, anti-carcinogenics, antithrombotic effects, and it's going to be providing protective effects for the cardiovascular system. Next, we're going to be going with cinnamon. Again, research based, and we see tons of evidence where we have increased antioxidant capacity, anti-inflammatories, anti-diabetic. And remember, guys, diabetes or pre-diabetes can be, one of the risk factors for overall heart disease. All right, and then also the nice thing, this will be the last thing that I mentioned for cinnamon. One thing with cinnamon we see with research is that it has lipid lowering effects. All right, so lipid lowering effects, fat in the blood. All right, so I think that's a tremendous benefit that we can't overlook as well. And again, that's going to be providing cardioprotective properties, dealing with cinnamon there. Again, maybe one more. There's some special therapeutic compounds that are found in cinnamon. All right, one of the probably the most popular is cinnamaldehyde. All right, cinnamaldehyde again is an active oil, an active compound that's going to be providing heart health benefits as well. Yeah, cinnamonic acid a little bit more so, but I would really concentrate on that cinnamaldehyde. Okay, and then again, some people will find it hard to add cinnamon. I think if you're having things like oatmeal, if you don't eat oatmeal, if you don't have smoothies and things of that nature, a lot of people will put it into their coffee, will put it into their tea. So I think that's another great way of getting it, and that's why you don't need more. Even 1 teaspoon of cinnamon going into your coffee or into your tea, that can be quite a bit. Deborah, yes, thank you. Okay, great, Deborah. I'm glad that I'm able to answer your question there. I really hope that helps. Okay, so let's keep it moving here. So we have turmeric, we have cinnamon. I think if we didn't touch on garlic, I think that we'd be doing ourselves a disfavor of not including that. All right, especially when it comes to cardiovascular disease. All right, now a lot of people, is it a spice? Is it a herb? All right, we're counting it as a spice today, guys. All right, so the one thing, if you're not adding garlic powder. There we go, Lauren. You took the words right out of my mouth. Garlic powder. Good for you. And trust me, we're getting to most of those. Sorry, I'm just sipping water here as I'm having a nice chat with you guys. So garlic. All right, so garlic powder, and even garlic in general. All right, powder. The powder is a nice, easy way to get it. But you can have regular cloves of garlic as well, and I think you'd be doing yourself. You'd be getting the health benefits when it comes to cardiovascular health. All right. Now for garlic, and again, guys, keep the questions coming. I love this. Keep the questions coming. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. Jeez, that's really climbing. 19 thumbs up, guys. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. We're one off from 20, so thank you very much, guys. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you guys are getting a lot of benefit from this. Again, for the people who just came in, cardiovascular health and heart health are two very important things. The reason, number one, 25% of the world population will be dealing with at least one sort of risk factor when it comes to heart disease. That can be high LDL cholesterol, that can be LDL cholesterol oxidation. It can come from high blood pressure, atherosclerosis. It can come from, poor blood circulation, tons of different stuff, stroke, heart attacks, things of that nature. So that's really the reason why I want to make sure that we're touching on heart health today. Okay, so let's get into garlic. Why is garlic heart healthy, guys? Okay, so let's sum it up again. We have turmeric, we have cinnamon, both very healthy for our overall heart health. And just going back to the cinnamon real quick, I think if you're striving for half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of cinnamon per day, Deborah, I think that's tremendous. I think you're doing very well doing that. Okay, so with garlic, well, for one, we have that bioactive compound allicin, which can be very helpful in this case. One, it's going to act as a natural, antibacterial, but also antioxidant capacity. All right. Now, the nice thing with garlic as well, it can help decrease hypertension. All right. So high blood pressure. And, that's something a little bit different that we've talked about before. And we see that through numerous studies. Okay. So, there's various aspects of cardiovascular disease, which we've touched on. One being for garlic is a decrease in hypertension. And hypertension is through the roof right now. Many people are dealing with, and we see more and more people on medications for hypertension. Hey, Tammy, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining. Super early, guys. I don't know if we're going to make this the normal time, but man, you guys are showing up in droves right now. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, I'm an early riser, so I have no problem coming on at this time if it works best for you. Sometimes maybe it'll be more in the morning, sometimes maybe mid-morning, but I'm so glad that you guys are able to join me today. Tammy, thank you so much. Lauren, Deborah, Susan, Michelle, Shirley, thank you so much, guys, for stopping in. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so let's go back to garlic. All right, for garlic, we already talked a little bit about the hypertension. Sorry, just looking down at my notes here. But, in addition to that hypertension, all right, and decreasing cardiovascular disease, we already have tremendous anti-inflammatories. And those anti-inflammatories, guys, are just so important. I can't stress that enough. Inflammation it's known as the silent killer for a reason, all right? Inflammation is going to be damaging our cardiovascular system. I talk a little bit about this in my videos, but over time, it can just wreak havoc on the cardiovascular system. And it can lead to things like atherosclerosis, hardening of the blood vessels, hardening of the arteries, things of that nature. All right, so that's why I really focus on the anti-inflammatory benefits, and that's why I've talked about turmeric and cinnamon at length here, and that's why now I'm talking about garlic. All right, we see in numerous studies the anti-inflammatory benefits of garlic, and there's just so many. I would say garlic is one of the unsung heroes when it comes to to overall heart health. There's just so many, like allicin for one, the sulfur compounds for the other. All right. I really think it's the unsung hero when it comes to overall heart health. If you're looking to increase overall heart health, garlic is going to be one of those things that you're going to probably want to add to your diet. Tammy, good to be here. Thank you. Oh, my pleasure. I'm very glad to have you here. Michelle, welcome. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you guys so much for the engagement. I really, really do appreciate it. It makes it... the one thing I can go on and I can talk, but the engagement and answering your guys' questions, like Deborah had a nice question, Laura brought up some nice stuff, and if you don't want to bring up anything, that's fine too. If you're just here to listen, more power to you. That's absolutely fine as well. Now, the other thing about garlic, we know it has tremendous anti-inflammatory properties. We know it has sulfur compounds. We know it has allicin, all very heart healthy, all especially with allicin, antioxidant benefits. I think if you're trying to maximize the benefits of garlic, one, you can take a garlic pill, all right? That's fine. You can supplement with garlic. The way that I would always do it is finely chop it up, let it sit for about 10 minutes, and then consume it that way. That's going to give it a little bit more time for those sulfur compounds to kind of accumulate, get the allicin kind of accumulating in there, and then eat it that way. All right, but the great thing about garlic, like I said, various aspects where you're decreasing cardiovascular disease, including hypertension. And again, hypertension is one of the worst things because so many people are dealing with high blood pressure these days. And we're seeing people literally in their 20s and in their 30s that are on high blood pressure medication. So blood pressure medication, which is just so sad because you can reverse that type of stuff through one, exercise, but also through diet. Is this live, Lisa? Yes, it is. Answering your question there, yes, it is live. So I'm just speaking off the cuff right now. No videos. I don't know, Lisa, if you've seen the videos, but I'll do a live. I'm trying to do them 2 times a week. I don't see why I can't now. My schedule has opened up. So Sundays and Wednesdays, Lisa. Onions, yes. And onions are very similar to garlic in terms of their heart health benefits. And stay tuned. We might even get to that a little bit later. All right. So I think we've really... touched on garlic. Maybe the other most important thing is, one, for garlic, you can sort of inhibit the cholesterol biosynthesis. All right. And all that means is that you're decreasing cholesterol. So basically LDL cholesterol, because that's your bad cholesterol. Remember, HDL cholesterol is your good cholesterol. LDL cholesterol is going to be your negative, bad cholesterol. Okay, so you're inhibiting or you're decreasing oxidation of LDL cholesterol. All right, and lipoproteins as well. All right, so I think again that's very, very important. Good morning, good stuff. All right, good morning to you, Lisa, and I'm glad that you asked that question because sometimes people don't know if it's live. Sometimes just talking off the top of my head because you guys have seen the videos. There's, I don't know how many there is right now. It's probably like 4,500, maybe 5,000 videos on the channel. So it's a much different thing when we start doing it live. But I will probably do at least 2 live streams. Maybe this is a good time. Let me know in chat, guys, how you feel about a face reveal. Again, I have no problem with a face reveal. Let me know. We've talked about this a little bit before. I really want to get into, getting into that face reveal. I think it would be good for the channel. I think, it would help me connect with you guys a little bit better. So let me know what you guys are thinking about a face reveal. and things of that nature. And then also, let me know, if you guys are exercising and things of that nature. I really believe that I can provide value for you guys, just, because I always preach 150 minutes of exercise per week. Now, that does not mean that you have to go out and get dumbbells and barbells and things of that nature. I can show you guys a bunch of different exercises using bands, using body weight exercises. So I'm really thinking that eventually we will, and it can go on this channel. Maybe there'll be a different channel. I'm not really sure. Maybe it'll go on TikTok. Who knows? Deborah, that's one for you, because I know that you're following me on TikTok. I hope I'm not mentioning anything you don't appreciate there. But maybe it goes on there. I'm not 100% sure, but I really want to start building. I hate calling it a brand, but I really want to start building, and maybe the better word is just, kind of connecting with you guys a little bit better, because we've been doing this so long. I think having that connection is very, very important, because I have gotten messages of people who are wanting to work with me, with diet-wise, with like nutrition-wise, even exercise-wise. I just do not feel comfortable doing that if you guys do not see my face. I think I just would not feel comfortable with doing that. So that's my tangent for there. Oh, yeah, you will look for me on TikTok. Well, that's great. That's great, Tammy. My TikTok, and Deborah can speak to this if Deborah's still there. It's basically very similar to the videos that I do on the channel. It's just like a quick little 30 seconds of just discussing some of the foods that we sort of discuss on here. But yeah, eventually there has to be a face reveal. There has to be a face reveal. Like I said, people are sort of wanting to work with me, and I'm very, very flattered with that. And I think I can provide a lot of value for you guys, just setting that up. So again, before that happens, there has to be a face reveal, and before that happens, I really would like to show my value, just with training, nutrition, and all of that good stuff. Just wanted to say thank you for all the health-related topics covered and encouragement on here. Between that and intermittent fasting, I've lost 37 pounds, and it hasn't been 2 full months yet. Wow. That's absolutely amazing, Lauren. Congratulations. How are you feeling? Let me know how you're feeling with 37 pounds lost in not even 2 full months. Congratulations to you. It's perfectly fine. I think a face reveal would be wonderful. As far as exercise, I walk 3 days a week. Well, I think that's great. Walks are very underrated. I think, if you can, keep the intensity a little bit high, but I think 3 walks a day or a week. I walk 3 days a week. Yeah, 3 days a week I think is perfectly fine, Deborah. That's absolutely amazing. And sorry, Lisa, I missed your last comment there. I apologize. But no, I think 3 there. And thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lauren. I really appreciate that. And I hope in some way these health related topics encouraged you, and even if there was encouragement, it's totally on you to lose that 37 pounds. I can give you the information, but you have to put it into practice. So congratulations to you, and all the best. Now, I will say this, Lauren, now the big part comes in maintaining that 37 pounds lost. And I know that you're on the right track, and I have full confidence in you in doing that. So congratulations again there, Lauren. Okay, so I think we're ready for our next one. All right, and someone mentioned onions. Who mentioned onions? Lauren mentioned onions. Okay, let's include onions because garlic and onions are of the same family. So let's go ahead and discuss that. So very similar to garlic. Now the nice thing with onions is, one, onions have tremendous potential for lowering cholesterol. All right, lowering cholesterol levels. One, that can be total cholesterol and LDL cholesterol. Now, I haven't seen a lot of studies, and I was looking for them last night and over the course of the last couple of days because I knew I was going to do this stream. I haven't found too much in it being able to increase good HDL cholesterol. But even still, you're going to be having the benefits of lowering total cholesterol and bad LDL cholesterol, which is tremendous. That's what we want. If we're wanting to increase overall heart health, let's decrease total cholesterol and let's decrease bad LDL cholesterol. All right. Now, the other nice thing when it comes to onions, and we haven't really talked about this at length yet, is it can also decrease triglycerides in the body, which again is tremendous. And thank you so much for the 31 thumbs up, guys. I really appreciate it. We just crossed that 30 without me even knowing. Like I said, sometimes I get on tangents and then I don't look down, and then there you go. It just jumps right over 30. So thank you very much, guys. Lisa, yes, and this is the place, Lisa, for the encouragement. Absolutely. You'll find all the encouragement here that you need. And let us know how you're doing. So onions is another great one, guys. So again, just to reiterate, lower total cholesterol, bad LDL cholesterol, decrease triglycerides, and the other nice thing about onions is, again, it can decrease inflammation and lead to those cardioprotective effects. All right, so when I say cardioprotective effects, it just means increasing the health of the cardiovascular system. That can be done a number of different ways: reducing inflammation, reducing free radicals, reducing oxidative stress. Now, why are onions so important? I think this is a really big point, and something I really want to point out. Some of the other ones that I mentioned have these antioxidants. We mentioned antioxidants in some of the other spices, but with onions, they contain powerful flavonoids, all right? Flavonoid antioxidants. And one of the most potent and unique antioxidants, and you don't see this in a lot of other foods. Some of the ones that I talk about in my videos, you'll hear me mention this, but one very potent flavonoid antioxidant is actually the compound is called quercetin. All right, quercetin. So that's a flavonoid antioxidant, very potent, and it just provides tremendous benefits. So quercetin is another one. Okay. And again, lastly, I guess, just to touch on onions, again, you have it's not just flavonoid antioxidants, it's not just quercetin, but you have other antioxidants in there. Again, anti-carcinogenic activities, which, again, is only going to be improving overall heart health, which I think is tremendous. So I would go with onions. I would go with garlic. I think those are two very, very important foods here, important spices. All right. So again, let's move on to the next one because we have a lot here. All right. There is a lot. We have turmeric. What else did we mention? We mentioned cinnamon. We mentioned garlic. We mentioned onions. All right. Now, let's go to ginger. All right. Ginger, again, very, very heart healthy. And we see this through numerous studies. We see this through a lot of different research. All right. Ginger, all right, has the ability to maintain a healthy heart and to increase overall heart health. All right. Now, again, why is ginger so important? And I think someone had mentioned ginger. And again, does it have to be powdered? Can you put ginger root into a smoothie? By all means, you absolutely can. But the one nice thing about ginger, it has tremendous anti-inflammatory properties. You guys will see a theme. When it comes to overall heart health, you want as many anti-inflammatory foods as possible. Okay? And that's because, one, if you don't have those anti-inflammatory benefits, then one, all it's doing is creating damage to our overall cardiovascular system. So tremendous anti-inflammatory properties. Also, it can, like I said, it can reduce oxidative stress, which is very damaging for the heart. Same thing with free radicals. So if we're eliminating, and that process is done through anti-inflammatory compounds and properties, we can help reduce oxidative stress, free radicals, which in turn can decrease damage to the heart. All right, and we see several studies. Now, the person who brought up, thank you so much, everyone. I feel we have so much energy now. Good, absolutely. After losing all that weight, concentration is better. My blood work is always good. Well, that's awesome, Lauren. Perfect. So you're getting the benefits of all of those different things. That's amazing. So congratulations to you. So again, with ginger, it's not just about the anti-inflammatory properties. There's several studies which show, just the total amount of benefits that ginger can provide for heart health. A lot of the times we know with ginger, it can help with reducing nausea. It can help with digestion, decrease indigestion, and things of that nature. But sometimes I think it's really underrated when it comes to overall heart health. Like there's numerous studies that show that ginger can actually help reduce cholesterol levels. All right. And a lot of that is going to be total cholesterol and LDL cholesterol. So your total cholesterol and then your bad LDL cholesterol. The other nice thing is that it can help to reduce blood pressure. Again, so I don't want to say the two most common risk factors for heart disease. One of the other ones is going to be damage, so inflammation to the cardiovascular system. But a lot of the times, and we probably know someone who's dealing with high cholesterol levels, and we probably know someone that's dealing with high blood pressure, and a lot of the times, the people who are dealing with those are usually on medication. All right, it's not healthy food that they're on; it's medication. And again, that's something that you have to speak to your medical practitioner about. That's not something that I'm going to espouse and be like, all medication is bad. It's just not my forte. It's just not my place to be making those types of comments. But we do know that if you're having ginger, all right, and the bioactive compound gingerol, which is found in ginger, which has tremendous antioxidant properties and can actually help reduce free radicals and oxidative stress while also reducing cholesterol levels and high blood pressure. I think that's incredibly important. So ginger cannot go overlooked. All right. And then again, ginger overall can help lead to a healthy heart and also healthy heart function. All right. So I think it was Lauren who brought up ginger. Absolutely, Lauren. Great job bringing that up. I always buy the ginger root. It really helps. Yeah. Tamisha, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Ginger root is absolutely fine. You just have to find the right way to add it to your diet. And it's not tough. Absolutely not tough. Sometimes I'll put it into, what I'll do with ginger root, guys, is sometimes I'll put it into my smoothies. It gives it like kind of that nice spicy taste. But then also times I'll sort of grate it and then add it into my teas. So that's a nice, easy way to add ginger root to your diet. So that's some helpful tips there, because I think ginger root, Tamisha, is very helpful. And it's just as helpful as the powder as well. And you can cut off like a 1-inch piece of it. You can grate it. 1-inch piece might be a little bit tough if you're grating it into tea. That's going to be a lot of ginger into it. So maybe even a little bit smaller. But you can definitely add 1-inch piece of ginger root into your smoothie. And I think you're going to be doing yourself a big favor. Yes, I do the same with tea. Yeah. And it adds a nice taste, doesn't it, Tamisha, when you add it in there? Sometimes, like I'll grate it. Other times I'll just throw the ginger root in there, and it'll be usually a smaller piece. But the reason why, Tamisha, do you drink the grated ginger root after? Because I'll generally do that. and then that way I can really get the benefits of the ginger, right? Yes. Okay, great. So you're right on the right track, Tamisha. Good for you. So that's exactly what I'll do. Because then you're getting those health benefits. There's fiber in it and all of those things. A lot of the times you can get that from the infusion process, but I think actually consuming the ginger root is a lot more beneficial. But infusing's not horrible either, but you can absolutely get like the fiber benefits. You'll get a lot more of the vitamins and minerals, the bioactive compounds, than that infusing process. Okay, let me catch up on some of the comments here. I'm drinking cucumber juice with ginger and mint with a... Oh, that's nice, Susan. I really, really like that. Cucumber juice with ginger and mint with a little lemon juice. Well, very nice. I absolutely love that. Pretty much all superfoods right there. Lemon for sure. The ginger for sure. I cook with ginger often, especially Chinese dishes. Absolutely. Yes. Ginger is one of the most spices that are actually included, especially in Chinese dishes, Michelle. Ginger will be used quite a bit. Just with cooking, again, you can grate it, you can add the root in there. It adds a nice taste, doesn't it, Michelle? So absolutely. And again, Deborah, big thanks to you again. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much for that super chat. Deborah's always coming in here and showing great support, just like with everyone else. But big shout out to Deborah. Thank you again, Deborah. Okay, so we have ginger, and the nice thing about ginger is I would try to use fresh ginger if possible, guys. I know you guys most likely are. Give it a nice wash because it is a root. It is a root, so you'll want to wash it. That way, you know, if there's any impurities on it or anything like that, I would give it a good wash and then just incorporate it into that way. I still think grated ginger is one of the best ways that you can do, best ways that you can add it, especially in teas. I think if you're gonna have a tea, I think grated ginger is the way to go, guys. Infused is good, but the grated ginger is going to be the best bang for your buck, especially if you're drinking it after. That's why I would grate it in a nice fine, like grate it up nice and fine. That way, if you do end up drinking it, then you know it's not as horrible or as strong tasting. Excuse me. All right, so why don't we get into another one, because I have another nice one here for you guys. All right. I'm not sure if anyone mentioned this before. The one that's gonna be, and it might become as a surprise to some people, but it's one of the most widely used spices, and that's gonna be black pepper, guys. Very, very underrated when it comes to overall heart health. Black pepper is tremendous when it comes to overall heart health. Again, you don't need a lot. All right, a little bit of black pepper can go a long way. A lot of people will think like the table salt, and then you add pepper like that. You can use peppercorns and things of that nature. I don't know if you would want to necessarily add it to a smoothie or anything like that. I think maybe finding a recipe might be a little bit better. But yes, black pepper. Very, very potent antioxidants found in there. Again, anti-inflammatory booster. Again, lipid lowering effects. I think it's just absolutely tremendous. I hope I'm not missing too many. We're one thumb up away from 40, guys. You guys are doing a tremendous job. Thank you so much for all the support. I really do appreciate it. Okay, let me just catch up on a few of these. I'm almost on a tangent here. Excuse me. Does ginger ale count too? That's my favorite soda pop. Unfortunately, Lauren, it doesn't. I think maybe I'm not sure if you were joking there, but again, it's going to be more artificial flavors than it is actually the ginger. But yeah, I would try to stay away from the soda as often as possible. Diet maybe a little bit more so than your full sugar, but even still, I would try to stay away from that. But Lauren, you're on the right track. I would go with the grating and adding it to your teas. You're just making me laugh. Sorry with that comment. That's a great comment though, because a lot of people will have that. Will have ginger ale. That's not an uncommon thing. So I'm glad that you asked that question. I make celery green apples every day, but I read it's not good to drink. What do you think about that? Celery and green apples every day. So Yannick, I'm just wondering why that might not be the best thing for you for every day. Celery and green apples. If it was green apples, I would try to limit it just a little bit, just because the green apples can be a little bit higher. So usually what people will do if they're making a green smoothie and things of that nature, they would probably put in half a green apple, just because they want to cut down on the calories. But the one thing is, if you're having a green smoothie, you kind of need that green apple for the sweetness, because if you're not having that, then sometimes that green smoothie can be a little bit tough to get down. I don't necessarily see a problem with that. I mix celery, green apples. Maybe if you could throw a couple other greens in there, that might be nice too. Like you could add a spinach. Spinach is like a natural sweetener, especially if you're mixing it up. That's one underrated thing I think about spinach. Sorry, is it actually is a nice natural sweetener. The word is pronounced especially, not especially. How's especially, G? It might be the Canadian accent. Love black pepper on everything. Yes, absolutely. Me as well. It's funny. Sometimes I'll get people coming in, and I think it's just my accent. So sometimes I'll say especially. Sometimes I'll say especially. But I think you get the point. But I will try to pronounce especially as much as possible. How's that, G? Does that sound good for you? So let's go back to the black pepper, because I know some people really, really, like Lisa just mentioned, love black pepper. So we'll come back to Yannick's thing, but I just want to touch a little bit on the black pepper. All right. So the nice thing about black pepper, again, we already said potent antioxidants, potent anti-inflammatory boosters. And we see in studies that it has a positive association with lowering lipid levels, all right, which is tremendous. And a lot of that has to do with the bioactive compound piperine, all right, and that's found in black pepper, all right. And that compound is probably the one that's most responsible for reducing bad LDL cholesterol. And the nice thing about black pepper is not only are you reducing bad LDL cholesterol, but you're also increasing good HDL cholesterol. And I think that's the first time that I said that in all of these different spices that I had mentioned. So there's studies that, and again, these aren't handpicked studies. These are studies that I'm going and researching. And it's numerous studies where you're reducing bad LDL cholesterol and increasing good HDL cholesterol in the process, which is tremendous. And again, I think that's the first time I said that in all of the spices that I've mentioned so far. Now, if you like black pepper, Lisa, so speaking with you and anyone else that enjoys black pepper, I think if you're having black pepper, consistently, maybe every single day, I think 1 teaspoon is more than enough added to your meals. It can really, really add up. You don't need a ton of black pepper. There's just so many different compounds. I could go on and on and on, which are gonna promote cardiac function and reduce heart attack. There's just so many different compounds in black pepper, especially if you're having that teaspoon, especially if you're having it every day or semi every day, every other day. I really think you're going to be getting the most out of those benefits. I read an article. All right, so let me get back to some of these questions here, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. I read in an article that it says it's not good for us to drink it every day. Is that celery and green apples, Yannick, I think you're talking about? If it is, tell me if you can just explain why, if it's not good to drink every day. I mean, you could eat celery every day. You can eat green apples every day. So I'm not sure why combining them would be any different than, say, having a few stalks of celery and maybe a green apple every single day. Does that make sense, Yannick? There's also ginger beer. My grandmother, yes, there is ginger beer. Absolutely. Used to make it every Christmas. And I do believe that does have ginger. And if I'm not mistaken, ginger beer has no alcohol in it. Right, Michelle? Black pepper and turmeric go hand in hand. Yes, they do, Tammy. I think that's an important part. I think that's very important to point out. And the reason why Tammy is bringing that up is because black pepper is going to help with the absorption rate of the bioactive curcumin that's found in turmeric. So, Tammy, that's an excellent point, and I think something that I might have forgot to bring up as I was talking about turmeric, and now as I'm talking about black pepper, sorry. So I think, yes, absolutely. I think it goes hand in hand. If you're going to be having turmeric, then I think you're going to want to add a little bit of black pepper to it just so you can get that absorption rate of the curcumin. And again, you don't need a lot of each, but it will help with the absorption. I eat black pepper morning, noon, and night. There you go, Tammy. Very nice. So tons of antioxidants, tons of heart health benefits for you as well. Yes, too much black pepper is too much. Yes, and as long as Tammy is, Tammy's having it in moderation, then that's just fine. I think that's what she's saying there. She's just a big fan of black pepper. It would be like teaspoons every single day, guys. Teaspoons there. Yes, and yes. You can pronounce words just fine. We know that what you're saying. These overly picky people get on your nerves. Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate that. This is not English class. What you're saying just fine. Well, I appreciate that, Lauren. Thank you very much. I'm trying my best here. Yes, you're right. No alcohol. That's what I thought. Yeah, with the ginger beer. Absolutely. No alcohol in that. With my blood pressure. That's good, Yannick. Absolutely. I think that's important. As long as your blood pressure is good, then I would, just keep doing what you're doing. Speak with your medical practitioner, of course. That's the best way to do it. Again, I'll always default to medical practitioners. Again, I'm just giving you guys the facts of some of these spices. Absolutely, Lauren. Totally agree. Well, thank you, Tammy. Yeah, sorry, Deborah. Thank you very much, Deborah. Sorry, I was just moving on to Tammy's point here, but thank you, Deborah. Totally agree. Thank you very much, Tammy. It would not add. Yeah, exactly, Tammy, and that's exactly what I figured. It would add up not even to a teaspoon. The thing is with black pepper, you don't need a lot. A little bit goes a long way. So that's exactly why I assumed, Tammy, that you definitely weren't overdoing it. And I sort of figured that it was not even adding up to a teaspoon. Tara, listening from Hanoi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Welcome from Hanoi. Thank you so much for listening. I really do appreciate it. I'm not exactly sure where that is, to be honest. Hanoi. Again, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but welcome from Hanoi. Thank you so much for joining me today. So, guys, I think we're we're all caught up here on the black pepper. And again, black pepper, we already know. We mentioned everything. I think maybe the one last thing that we're going to want to mention is that it can promote cardiac function recovery. So what that means, maybe if you're dealing with stroke, if you're dealing with heart attack, then, you know, black pepper can possibly, all right, I don't want to say for sure, but it can possibly help with promoting the recovery of that. And again, that's going to be something that you're going to want to speak with your medical practitioner about. All right, so let's go to the next one, guys, because we got more. Let's keep it going. 48 thumbs up. Geez, I'm just seeing that. Man, you guys are just smashing that thumbs up button right now. I am totally impressed. Thank you so much, guys. I've been off blood pressure medication for almost a year. Look at that. Very good, Susan. Congratulations. Yes, all of these spices are very good for your heart. It works for me. That's great. Awesome, Susan. Very happy to hear that. As long as your health is good, your blood pressure is fine. It sounds like you are. Are you testing it regularly? Or are you going into the doctor to test it regularly? But no, I think that's great. And I think these spices can definitely help. And that's one of the reasons why I want to discuss it a little bit today. These days I only use anything that is natural, no GMO in my kitchen. Yes. We want to stay away from GMO. Sometimes it can be very tough. I will admit that it can be very tough just because so many things, and Yannick, you might know this as well. We want to go natural as much as possible, but it's very tough to be 100% GMO free, but we can definitely try our best. And as long as we're trying our best, that's all that we can do. I think, you know, if you're growing, the best way, I think, and I did this year, was to start my own garden. And that way I was making sure that I was getting natural vegetables. There was a ton of different stuff. I had kale, I had tomatoes, I had zucchini, beans, all of that different stuff. Yes, I test it every day. Good for you. Good for you. Every day, always normal. Congratulations, Susan. That's amazing. Okay, so I think the next one here is going to be chili peppers. Someone might have mentioned that at the very beginning. So chili peppers are a great one. One, their major bioactive compound is capsaicin, all right, which has tremendous heart health benefits. So for chili peppers, again, the one thing that's very, very helpful with chili peppers, one, not just going into the cardiovascular disorders, but it can help with chronic health problems. One, with diabetes, again, a risk factor for heart disease. But we also know that it can help reduce risk factors for cardiovascular disorders, which is tremendous. One of them being it can improve good HDL cholesterol. So again, there's another good HDL cholesterol one. So again, we don't mention that too much here, but it can improve good HDL cholesterol. It can reduce triglyceride levels. And from the studies that I found, again, there's numerous studies, I think it can have a beneficial effect on LDL cholesterol. So it can increase good HDL cholesterol, reduce triglycerides in the blood, and then also help decrease LDL cholesterol, which is tremendous. And again, a lot of that has to do with the major bioactive compound capsaicin. And capsaicin is not found in very many other spices. It's going to be found in chili peppers. All right, let me catch up here. It is no fast foods for me, Yannick. Yes, absolutely. Same with me. No fast foods. Maybe every now and then, but it's very seldom. Lisa, I'm making you hungry. And you're very welcome, Susan. Man, almost 50 thumbs up. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys are going above and beyond today. Thank you so much. Okay, so again, let's keep it going here. So one that, you know, I've made a few videos on this, and one that might come as a surprise to some people. A very underrated spice. And again, we can see this in the videos that I've made. Just the amount of people who are into this. And the next one is going to be cloves, guys. Cloves are very heart healthy. All right, it's great for reducing diabetes, or at least helping to moderate, or have benefits for those individuals with type 2 diabetes. All right, which again, type 2 diabetes is going to be a risk factor for overall heart disease. But the nice thing about cloves, again, anti-inflammatory benefits. So when we're eating cloves, we're reducing damage to the cardiovascular system. Now, there's more to that, and we're going to get into it. Okay, so another one is blood sugar regulation. All right, it has tremendous blood sugar regulation properties. All right, and if there's an increase in blood sugar, again, that can help lead to damage to the cardiovascular system. So the nice thing about cloves, it can help to reduce blood sugar, all right, in the body. Now, another nice thing is, again, we already talked about reducing inflammation. We talked a little bit about providing benefits for those individuals with type 2 diabetes. But the other nice thing is it can help to reduce atherosclerosis, which is a hardening of the arteries. And when that happens, or it can only improve overall heart health. Tara, sound is too low for you? I'll try to fix that. The mic is literally right in front of my mouth. Hopefully that's a little bit better for you. Let me know. Hopefully, I don't think anyone else is having any problems hearing me. Maybe Tara, try turning it up on your end, because I'm in the red on this end, so I don't want to talk too loud and cause too much of an issue with the sound here. So maybe it might be on your end. Let me know, and then we can kind of fix it from there. But cloves, guys, are another great one. Now, let's move on from cloves, because there's another nice one here, and that's going to be dill. All right, guys, dill is a nice one. What dill can do is, one, it can help to reduce blood cholesterol levels and glucose levels, because remember, glucose levels is going to be a risk factor for overall heart disease, but we already get that reduction in blood cholesterol, so LDL cholesterol, triglycerides, things of that nature. All right. The other nice thing is there's been numerous studies that have found that when we eat dill, it can help to lower serum triglycerides, all right, in the body, and also LDL cholesterol. So with dill, there's tremendous potential for heart protective effects, all right? And again, you don't need a lot. As long as you're eating it consistently, guys, you're going to be getting these health benefits of it, all right? The heart protective effects of dill, all right? And again, dill is very easy. You can put it in your salad. You can put it into your smoothies. Again, you don't need a lot when it comes to dill, all right? A little bit of dill goes a long way. And then the nice thing is, if you have high cholesterol, there's been some studies that show that dill can help to lower cholesterol levels. I hear you perfectly. Yeah, earbuds, Tara. Yeah, earbuds might be a little bit helpful in this situation. Yannick, thank you so much. Sounds fine to you. Perfect. Thank you very much. Yeah, Tara, it might be just on your end here. Hopefully it gets fixed. Now, another one that I kind of want to point out is coriander. Coriander is almost like the unsung hero of overall heart health. Coriander, for one, all right, it's been long used, has a long history as a traditional medicine, all right? What coriander does is it's one of the best lipid-lowering spices. So when we say that lipid-lowering spices, one, it can lead to reduced LDL cholesterol and triglycerides in the body. And then again, not only that, so you're reducing LDL cholesterol, that's the bad cholesterol. You're reducing triglyceride levels, which is fat in the blood, right, which are both tremendous risk factors for heart disease, but it can also increase good HDL cholesterol, which is tremendous. And again, you don't need a ton of coriander in your diet. I think one of the easiest ways is to add it to a salad, is to add it to your smoothies. I think that's a nice, easy way to get the benefits of dill. I think that's perfect. Let me just pick up here. I put dill on my salmon. Very nice. That's almost the best of both worlds, Deborah. Salmon, very, very, very heart healthy. You get nice omega-3 fats from that, fatty acids. And omega-3 fatty acids, we already know. We didn't mention it today, but omega-3 fatty acids are actually heart healthy. And a number of tremendous heart benefits that come with salmon as well. But yeah, delicious. The seed of cilantro. Yeah, you can do the seed, or you can do. I think with this one, I think just with coriander seeds, you're exactly right. I would go with the coriander seeds, Lisa. Does coriander in the black peppers family? I'm not 100% sure on that, Yannick. I don't think so. Don't quote me on that. From what I've read, I don't think it's in the black pepper family. I think it's just a totally separate spice there. And again, I could be wrong. If you do a quick Google search. Like I said, I write these down and I make notes on it. I didn't see anything pertaining to the black pepper family. So, I could be wrong. It wouldn't be the first time. But again, I didn't see anything related to the black pepper family there. But that's a great question. Thank you so much. Now, another one. Let's go with anise. All right. So anise. Let me just spell that out in chat here. So we have anise. All right, so maybe a little less common spice. All right, one, it can be used in tea. I think tea is maybe the most commonly used way of getting this spice, but it can improve digestion. We already know that. Bloating and digestive discomfort, all of that different stuff. All right, but the one thing that we're going to want to make sure dealing with heart health, all right, because that's our topic for today. One, again, tremendous anti-inflammatory benefits, antioxidant benefits, all right, but it may also reduce vascular inflammation, all right. So vascular inflammation is important because vascular inflammation can help lead to atherosclerosis. And again, that's the hardening of the arteries, all right, hardening of the blood vessels, all right, which we definitely do not want, because what atherosclerosis does is it's one of the leading causes of heart attacks and even strokes. So if we're dealing with atherosclerosis, then we're putting ourselves at an increased risk of heart attacks, of strokes, of even inflammation within the heart. Oh, you're very welcome, Yannick. Greetings. I love all herbs and spice. I tend to make tea using most spices. Nice. Clove and basil tea. Very nice. I will do the same. Lavender, rose petal, and blue. Oh, that all sounds very, very good, Trinity. Absolutely. I'll do the same. I have a number of herbal teas that have a ton of spices in them, a ton of different spices, like I was saying, like my chai tea, like you name it, it's got it in there. Fennel, I'll use. Fennel tea is great. Hers mentioned with licorice. You know what? With anise and licorice, all right, it tastes like licorice. All right, the two flavors are very similar. I'm not sure if it's part of the licorice family. I do know that it has a very distinct taste that almost tastes like licorice, like a licorice. I'm not sure if it's 100% related to licorice root or anything like that, but I do know that anise is related to licorice in the fact that it does taste like licorice. Parsley family, is that anise there, Yannick? Maybe you can help me out there. I've heard it mentioned with licorice. I think maybe the hearing it mentioned with licorice just because the taste is very similar. A lot of people will have anise, and then it brings out that licorice taste and that licorice flavor. But just off the top of my head, I haven't heard it related to the licorice family, Lauren. But again, I could be wrong. I just going by my notes here. I just haven't seen any correlation between licorice and anise right there. Yes, chai tea with cardamom. Absolutely right, Trinity. That's what I had this morning. Cardamom in my chai tea. You're 100% right. You nailed it. So I think that's the big one, guys. There's just so many that like, what did we mentioned 11 different ones there, guys. We mentioned again turmeric, cinnamon, ginger, onions, garlic, black pepper, coriander, chili peppers, anise, cloves. What was the last one? The last one, looking at my notes, was dill. I think that's more than enough. I think if you're getting that, then you are definitely going to be increasing your overall heart health. And again, you might want to speak with your medical practitioner, but if you're not dealing with heart issues or anything like that, I would still recommend speaking with your medical practitioner. But those are the types of teas, all right, that you're going to want to be, introducing into your diet if you're trying to increase overall heart health. Now, let's open it up to a little bit of the discussion on some questions that you guys might have. Gremlin made pizzles with anise seeds. Nice. And sausages. There you go, Tammy. That sounds absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. Yes, it is the seeds of cilantro I just read. Yeah, Yannick, that makes total sense. And thank you. Wow. Every time that I look at the thumbs up, guys, it's just going up, and up. I think the last time I saw it was 49. And like I said, sometimes I'll get on a roll here where I don't look at it. I'll be reading the chat, and then I'll just look there. But 54 thumbs up, guys. I absolutely appreciate it. And Deborah, if you're still here, again, big shout out to you, Deborah. You have been a great supporter, and everyone else in here too. Yannick, Tammy, Trinity, Lauren, Lisa. Who else do we have? Tamisha, Susan, Tara. I'm trying to be able to scroll up here. I don't think I can go very much. G, Susan, I think I said. Hopefully I'm not missing everyone. Anyone here. Lauren, I think I said. Shirley, Michelle, everyone there. That's as high as I can scroll up. But I think heart health is just such a tremendous importantly thing. And the nice thing is too, with all of these spices, I truly believe that they're one of the most easiest things to add to your diet. I mean, you can do it with teas, you can do it with smoothies, you can do it in a bunch of different recipes. They're very versatile in the way that we can get them. I think, even just with teas and with smoothies, that's the way that I will tend to do it. I mean, I'll put ginger in my tea, and then I have ginger there. I'll put black pepper in my smoothie sometimes, just a little bit. You don't have to do a ton, but the reason why I'll put it in there is because I have turmeric in there. And again, you don't have to overpower it with black pepper. You definitely don't have to overpower it. A little bit goes a long way. I'll use maybe like at the most an eighth of a teaspoon, and that's more than enough because you'll get a little bit of black pepper throughout the day. But you really want that black pepper, guys, if you're taking in turmeric, just because it's really going to help with absorbing curcumin. And curcumin is and that's with turmeric. That's the bioactive compound of turmeric. But it's worth it, guys. Trust me. Okay, Deborah, great. You're still here. Trinity, thank you so much. Tamisha, thank you so much for the kind words. Lisa, time to get healthy. Absolutely. No time better than right now, right? Spice is the medicine of long life. Absolutely. Spice and herbs, I think, go hand in hand. Today we're talking about spices, and especially with heart health. With heart health, we see just the amount of benefits that you can get from heart health. It's absolutely amazing. All of the 11 that I listed, guys, offer some sort of heart health benefit, which is absolutely tremendous. I mean, what other food or types of foods where you can list that many foods or that many spices and then get that many heart health benefits? I think it's absolutely amazing. Yep, a little goes a long way in black pepper. It certainly does. It certainly does, Lisa. And again, you just don't want to overpower it with the black pepper. So just like what you said there, Lisa. Black pepper in golden milk. Yes, golden milk. So that would have your turmeric, correct, Trinity? Now for golden milk, do you use almond milk in that, Trinity? Because I see a bunch of different recipes for golden milk. I sprinkle cayenne pepper on all my food too. Oh, very nice. Like a little bit spicy, Tammy. That'll give it a little bit of a kick. That'll definitely give it a little bit of a kick there. Beautiful 10. Thank you, Lisa. I hopefully that's a 10 out of 10. Let me just catch up on here. Okay, so catching up here. It's said to prevent heart attacks. Yes, correct. Oh, great, Trinity. That's nice. What foods or spices are best for liver health? I haven't done. So usually I'll make note. Oh, coconut milk. Okay, yeah. Almond milk and coconut milk. Okay, very nice. Barely sprinkle. Very nice. So for liver health, some of again, take this with a grain of salt. I would speak with your medical practitioner. Turmeric is going to be a good one. Turmeric will be a nice one. Who mentioned that? Felicia. Turmeric will be a nice one. Turmeric is one of your best, just because it increases the antioxidant capacity. So turmeric would be a nice one. I think milk thistle is a nice one for liver health. You see that all the time. If I had to say two more, and again, take this with a grain of salt. Well, there's a couple. I know cinnamon can help a little bit. Same with cumin. And then I would go with like sage or rosemary. I think those are some healthy liver ones. Again, take that with a grain of salt. I wrote down specifically for heart health, but hopefully that will help a little bit. I think milk thistle is a really nice one. But again, speak with your medical practitioner. Just related to the spices there. Red apple, garlic, cayenne pepper, black pepper, olive oil. Mix them all together. What do you think? Okay, so half a cup of So I think that's good as long as they're not putting too much of each ingredient, Yannick, because too much can be too much. Oh, they always say too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. So as long as you're not overdoing it, with like the cayenne pepper, black pepper, olive oil, because olive oil will give you a little bit of calories. Even with the lemon juice, can be a little acidic. I think if you're just putting a little bit of each, again, I've never heard of that recipe, so it's kind of hard for me to say. What I can say there is that it's going to be very heart healthy. I mean, you have garlic, cayenne pepper, black pepper, olive oil is very heart healthy because it's high in monounsaturated, polyunsaturated fats. Lemon juice is gonna be a natural detoxifier. Yeah, a pinch of each. I think if you're doing a pinch of each, I think that's great. Oh, definitely rosemary, lemonade. Oh yeah, lemonade 100. Yes, Lisa, very good. Oh, definitely rosemary tea, delicious. Yes, rosemary, and I think rosemary can provide some good liver detoxification. So hopefully that helps you, Felicia. Oh, you're very welcome, Felicia. My pleasure. Again, speak with your medical practitioner, but those are the ones that I've heard the most. And Yannick, I think if you're having a pinch of each, so just a little bit of each, I think that's fine. I'm assuming the red apple is just to give it a little bit of a sweet taste, because adding all of those together, like garlic, cayenne pepper, black pepper, lemon juice, that's going to be a little bit rough on the taste side. Even the turmeric. So if you're adding in the turmeric, it could be a little bit rough on the taste side. But I think if you're using a pinch of each, then you might be able to get away with that just a little bit. 59 thumbs up. Jesus, guys. Almost at that 60. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Dehydrated fruits, apple, oranges, lemon, and lime, and used for tea. Absolutely natural, adding favorite spices. Yes, Trinity. So dehydrated fruits, absolutely. So for the dehydrated fruits, apples, oranges, lemon, and lime. So dehydrated fruits, is that similar to like raisins or apricots or anything like that, Trinity? Just help me understand a little bit with the dehydrated fruits. The only reason why I say that, and I'm not saying that you're saying this at all, Trinity. I think that's great. I think oranges are one of my favorite things. Apples are. I have almost an apple every single day. Lemon and lime is great for tea. Just the dehydrated fruits, and the only reason why I say that is just dehydrated fruits. A lot of people will be taking, and I'm not saying this is for you, Trinity. I'm just kind of speaking off the top of my head here. But dehydrated fruits are going to be very, very high. And again, like raisins and things of that nature, like apricots, things like that, super high in sugar. So that dehydration process actually brings out quite a bit of sugar into it as well. But again, I'm not saying that that's what you're saying, Trinity. I know you can get dehydrated fruits where it's almost like a loose leaf tea. Almost. I've seen that very, very often. So I think that's maybe what you're talking about here. But the rest sounds amazing. Lemon and lime used for tea. That's incredible. I have a lot of clients where we'll have lemon water and lime water, for that matter, where we're drinking that, sipping that pretty much throughout the day, usually in the morning. I slice apples. Oh, and bake them. Even better. So there you go. So dehydrated in the terms of baking. Yes, I think that's tremendous. Let it sit overnight and drink. Yeah, I think that's nice. Trinity. So you're baking them. That's nice. That's the dehydration process. Very nice. Yeah, you just don't want to go through that dehydration process like an apricot or a raisin. It's just so high in fructose, in glucose, which both combine to make sucralose. So it's just packed with sugar. But Trinity, I think the way you're doing it is very nice. You know what you might want to do, Trinity, with those apples baked like that? Sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on it. That might be very nice for you. Adding a little bit of cinnamon on it, give it a nice little taste. And you can almost eat that for a snack. I know you're putting it into a tea, so, it might not be the best in terms of that, but, baked apple slices with a little bit of cinnamon, nothing wrong with that. And you're getting the benefits of the cinnamon. So, yeah, I would go with that. Is there any other ones? At the very least, guys, I think if you're adding turmeric to your diet, turmeric is just so underrated. And thank you for the 60 thumbs up, guys. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the support. I just want to say real quickly, guys, your support on this channel allows me to make these videos. Wonderful idea, great, Trinity. Thank you. I'm glad that you like that. I just want to say really quickly, your support, guys, goes a long way. I know, and hey, Mac, sorry, I missed you there. Mac, are you still there? Sorry, Mac, I missed you in our discussion. Hopefully you're still there. Hopefully you're still lurking, but I apologize that I missed you. Hopefully you can listen. If you're not there, hopefully you can listen to this later and then see that I noticed you there. But Mac is a longtime viewer. But I just want to say really quickly, your guys' support goes a long way in being able to make these videos. Right now I'm working multiple jobs, so my time is kind of spread out just a little bit. So I'm trying to really focus on making sure that these live streams are going Wednesday and Sunday, and maybe even more. I would love to do more, and I'm trying to get as many videos up as I can, but I just want to let you guys know that I really appreciate the support, and I really appreciate the engagement. So I'll leave it at that, but just thank you so much for the support. It goes a very long way. And just having you guys in here, and my first stream in a long time, and everyone coming in here, it is greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. I can't thank you guys enough. And your support, like I said, goes a very long way. Like that 62 thumbs up right there, the engagement that you guys are showing me. Deborah coming in here. Deborah has been a long time supporter, so thank you so much, Deborah. But I'll leave it at that, guys. And thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. You know what? I don't have a website, Trinity. That's going to change, though. That will definitely be changing. And it'll be changing once I do the face reveal. Once I do the face reveal. Paulette, great to see you. Great to see you, Paulette. Thank you as well. Thank you, Paulette. I appreciate it. But for the website, I think with the website, what you'll see is it's not going to be in terms of maybe some of the other websites that you've seen. Now, I definitely could do that because I'm sitting on basically 4,000 plus what's it called, scripts or articles, whatever you want to call it. So there's definitely room to being able to make that website and to put them up on there. And I'm very confident in the things that I've read. I'm very confident with what I've written. I research all of my topics. It's not just kind of cookie cutter stuff where you'll take it from other stuff and things like that. So I'm very confident with that. So eventually there will be a website. I just want to be able to do a face reveal before that, if that makes sense, Trinity. Oh, you're very welcome, Trinity. Very welcome. Thank you so much. Deborah, enjoyed the topic today. Thanks for all the excellent information. Have a wonderful rest of your day, friend. Thank you so much, Deborah. Thank you very much. You as well. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a wonderful Sunday. I really appreciate it, and thank you so much for your support. for your support, Deborah. And I'll be looking out for you on TikTok. I'll try to get some more videos up on there. I've been a little stressed for time, but I'll catch you on there, Deborah. Thank you so much. I only laugh just because I never thought that I would be on TikTok making videos, and here I am. So thank you so much, Deborah. I appreciate it. Oh, you never heard of golden milk, Deborah and Lisa? This has been very insightful. And golden milk, first time I heard that. Maybe I should come out with a golden milk recipe for you guys, because off the top of my head, I can think of more than a few golden milk recipes. I think maybe I should come out with a golden milk recipe if it's not already up there. Sometimes I'll forget, but yeah, I think maybe I'll come up with a golden milk recipe. I'm in the middle of writing a book on herbs and spices. Would love to collaborate. Well, that's interesting, Trinity. Is it self-publish? I think that's the way to do it. You're so grateful, and that is so awesome. I've enjoyed this live chat. Have a good week. Well, my pleasure, Tammy. My pleasure, and thank you so much. I appreciate the thing I love about coming on these live streams. Yes, it's nice to do the videos and to interact with the comments, but it's another thing to be able to come on here and to be able to interact with you guys. The way that I voice over the videos, I do it in a way where it's more it was explained to me almost by a friend, where it's coming off more as a professor. It's not coming off like how you would normally hear me now, if that makes sense. So it's kind of coming off in a different way just because it's for a larger audience. So I just like getting that information out there. And so with these live streams, I can kind of just free flow and discuss with you guys, and not have to be reading or just coming off the top of my head. So I like the free flow form. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Thanks. God bless you, and God bless all America. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you very much. God bless America. I love it. Being from Canada, we're like brother and sister, Lisa. Brother and sister. We're basically the same thing, right? Instagram allspice. Oh, so Trinity, you're a big spice guy. Trinity, are you following the channel? Because I think this is the first time that maybe I've seen you in chat. I might be wrong, but it's nice that you're able to come here on the spice discussion. Awesome content. Thanks for all the great info. Well, my pleasure, Michelle. I really do appreciate that. It's out there. Yes, self-published. Yep, that's the way to do it, Trinity. If you're going to be putting out a book, it's going to be self-published. Publish 9 Amazon Creative Imagination books. Wow. Is that 9 books? Am I reading that right? Based in London, UK. Okay. I get so many questions, guys, and you guys let me know. Because I get messages almost every day. There's just no way that I can keep up with, and I try my best, but I'm not even sure. Does anyone know how long I've been going for? Because I have no idea right now. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea how long I've been going for on this stream. An hour 30 maybe? Yeah, sorry, I have no idea how long this stream has been going for. But what was my point? Well, thank you very much. But okay, here's my point. Sorry. So my point is that there's no way that I can keep up with all of the messages in the, let's say, hour and 30, whatever it is. There's been 25 notifications, 25 messages that have popped up. It might even be more. It's just saying 25 plus. If I click on it, then I don't want to lose this stream. So there's just no way of me being able to contact and message every single person. Actually, it's 35. So there's just no way that I'm able to to keep up with all of those. A lot of the times I'll get questions on being able to work with me, whether that's diet, whether that's training, things of that nature. Again, I don't want to do that until I do the face reveal, until I get my website going. I would love to. I have online clients right now. It's just those are people who I kind of already know, not personally, but it's something that I would really, really like to get into, and it's something that I think I can add a lot of value in. Like I said, I've been doing this for 8+ years, 9+ years, maybe even 10. I can't remember off the top of my head. But if people are interested in that, let me know. Email might be the best way, maybe messaging me on here. I'm not 100% sure, but if you're looking to make a change, then please let me know. And it doesn't have to be something that we just jump right into. It's something that we can discuss. Again, I'm someone that, never just jumps right into anything. I always like to, have a consultation and do things of that nature. Get to know you, get to know your goals and things of that nature. Yes, and God bless our Canadian brothers and sisters. Well, thank you so much, Lisa. I appreciate that. Yes, exactly. Our brothers and sisters. You're 100% right. Spell error on, yes. But yes, about 9 low contact books like Food Journal. Nice. And how are you seeing that, Trinity? Is that going well for you? Because I know a lot of people are getting into that more and more. Yes, as we all involve. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, okay, Deborah. So Deborah, if you're interested, we would just have to set that up. Let's see. I'm gonna sometimes this Gmail just does not work. Okay. Deborah, did you want to send me an email? Would that work? Would that work okay for you? And again, no we can just have a chat. There's if you're interested, there's it's not something that we have to, that you have to feel obligated to join. I think just having a nice chat and figuring out your goals. I always make sure I do that with all of my clients. We have a consultation and things of that nature. I think maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves here, but I think if you sent me an email and then we just discuss further from there, I think that would be great. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. I think maybe just reaching out and doing that. I think you have my email, Deborah. I think you should be able to. You see, you guys are more tech savvy than I am, I think, when it comes to all this stuff. Like, we got Trinity writing books. We got Deborah. We got other people who are contacting me quite regularly. So you guys are just as tech savvy as I am. Yes, I do the live streams. Yes, I do the videos, but you guys are definitely tech savvy. So all the more power to you. And thanks so much, guys. So I hope we took quite a bit from this discussion. I think the major point is, I think what we want to do is just make sure that we're watching our health. Okay. And Deborah, do you have my email? Because if you don't have my email, it might make it just a little bit tough. Okay, you don't have my email. Okay. So let's do this. Sorry guys, just give me 1 second here. Okay. Deborah, is there a way that you can message me, like direct message me? Because if you can do that, that would make it a whole lot easier. If not, then we can go from there. So I think while we're figuring that out, guys, I think the main thing, and I want you to take this away from as well, if we want to increase, we can do all the spices in the world. We can add all of these different spices that we talked about today. But if we're not having an active lifestyle, and this is my main point, and this is why I'm talking about this with Deborah and with other people, you know, if you want to get involved as well. And again, this isn't cookie cutter stuff. You get my full value. At this point, I think you guys know me for the past 9 years. If we're not following, okay, TikTok, that's great, Deborah. I think you can TikTok. Okay, perfect. Let's do that. I think if we're adding all of these spices, guys, for heart health, but we're not taking care of the lifestyle aspects, and this is probably the most important thing. So I got my TikTok here all set for you, Deborah. It's all set for you. And then we can discuss, okay? Thank you very much, Deborah. I really do appreciate it. But again, okay, that sounds good, Deborah. Yep, no worries. Absolutely. I'll be looking out for it. So just going back to it, guys, we can add all these spices in that we want. All these spices in for heart health. We went through 11 of them. All right. Even more. All right. Dill, black pepper, onion, garlic, cinnamon, ginger, turmeric, you name it. We talked about it. But if we're not following an active lifestyle, all right, a lot of these spices aren't going to do us very much good if we're dealing with issues of obesity. And again, obesity is on the rise, and that's not something to be ashamed of. All right, it's out there. All right, so if we're dealing with symptoms of obesity and things of that nature, then that's something that we're going to want to address as well. All right, especially for heart health. If we're living a sedentary lifestyle, again, that's going to affect our heart health negatively. So again, that's why I constantly preach 150 minutes of exercise per week. All right. And again, it doesn't have to be strenuous exercise. It doesn't have to be running. It doesn't have to be weights where you're lifting as heavy as you can. It can be walks. It can be hikes. It can be a little bit of resistance training, but when I say resistance training, it doesn't mean you have to grab a dumbbell or a barbell. It can be bands. You can do band work. It can be yoga. It can 100% can be yoga. It can be body weight exercises, guys. So I think that's one of the main things that I would like to point out to you guys as well today. All right. Make sure we can add all these spices in, and we listed 11 of them. I think maybe even 12. All right. We just need to make sure that we're living an active lifestyle as well, especially if we want to increase heart health. And then we can, again, this is for another day, another topic, but we also want to make sure, and this might be our next topic. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll spread it out because we talked about heart health today, but we want to make sure that we're supplementing with the right vitamins, the right minerals, probiotics, all of that different stuff. We want to make sure that we're focusing on that stuff as well, because that's super important, especially for our overall heart health. And the reason why I know I keep going back to this, and thank you so much, guys, for 66 thumbs up. I don't think we've ever had this much. I do not think that we've ever had this many thumbs up. So thank you so much, guys. At least in the time that, once I post the video up, yes, we will get over 66. But during this live stream, I don't think that we've had this much. So again, more power to you guys. Thank you very much. But you know, we have to have that active lifestyle as well. It goes hand in hand, guys. It goes hand in hand. Now another thing that I wanted to bring up to you, and I'm a little bit hesitant bringing it up to you, and the only reason why I bring it up, and Deborah, this isn't for you, Deborah. You've been more than generous enough with the super chats and everything like that, and we're gonna talk on DM. Breathing techniques, absolutely. Breathing techniques are one of the most important thing. Now there is I don't even know what it's called. What's it called here? So a couple people have brought up to me there's that option of memberships on YouTube. I'm not exactly sure how it works. I'm not sure if you guys would be interested. To be honest, I'm not all that interested in it. I would only do it if you guys are wanting to. At the end of the day, I just like putting up videos and I like doing these live streams. I'm not in it for memberships or anything like that. I'm in it to help you guys. The only reason why I bring it up is because, like I said, in the last 2 hours, I've gotten 40 messages, and 7 or 8 of those have been membership questions. So we'll leave that for now. I don't think we need to get into that too much at this point, but my gut feeling is not doing it. Another thing is people have brought up Patreon. I'm not too sure if I'm too interested in Patreon. Again, I would only be into it if you guys are. And that's just my point of view. So I think it's the right time to bring it up during the live stream while I have a bunch of you guys here. Again, the membership option, the Patreon option, I'm just not too keen on. Let's just put it like that. If you guys know what I mean. Like I said, I got into this nine years ago. There's no Patreon. I could have did a Patreon 4 or 5 years ago. I didn't. I could have did the membership thing. I didn't. It just does not appeal to me. I want you guys to get the most information and the most valuable information as possible, and I don't want to create a barrier for that. With the winter months, Lisa, get your own network or website. You know, Lisa, I think you're onto something. Really think that you're onto something with that. That's something that I think I would be more inclined to doing, like a network or a website or something like that. And see, this is why I like brainstorming with you guys. We went through all of our spices. I hope you guys got a lot from that. But this is why I like brainstorming with you guys, because you guys are giving me some really good ideas. I'm not sure if you guys work in marketing or what you guys work in, but excellent ideas. With the winter months coming, would you entertain the idea of doing a live on respiratory congestion and what foods? Yes, absolutely, Deborah, 100%. Now again, that'll come from a non-medical, but there's tons of information out there with congestion, and also with vitamins, minerals, and other supplementation. Again, I would just always preference it with speaking with your medical practitioner, but we can definitely do something like that, especially with the winter months coming. I mean, there's tons of different things that we can do, and there's tons of different things that I think can really help, especially with like respiratory and congestion and things of that nature. Foods, spices, etc. that would help. I think that's a great idea. And I already know that there's studies out there that can help with congestion. I mean, even with congestion, respiratory, like you take chili peppers for instance, you're gonna be seeing some benefits from that as well. Same with like black pepper and all that good stuff. So, I have even ginger, I think to some extent. We can definitely go over some of that type of stuff. But yeah, no, I have no problems and no issues doing that for sure. Like cayenne pepper. I think is a great one. So yeah, definitely, Deborah. Yeah, winter can definitely be tough. Winter can definitely be tough, especially working at home. Yeah, keep it independent 100. I 100% agree, Trinity. Lisa, no bias. Yep, absolutely. I'm home health and work mostly with the elderly. Yes, okay. That's why I said before I don't do fast foods, even trying. Yeah, Deborah, especially if you're working with the elderly and things like that, working from home. I'm in home. Oh, you're in home health. Yes, yes. Okay, I understand. That's why I said before I don't do fast foods, even trying to eat sometimes with my son. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I stay away. I can't even remember the last time I had fast food, guys. Like McDonald's or anything like that. Cannot remember. I could not tell you. It's been years, I think. Not that I'm against it. You can have like a cheat meal. I call it a cheat meal, but like kind of you're a little bit more laxed in your diet. And remember, diet isn't necessarily losing weight. It's just the foods that you're eating on a day-to-day, week-by-week basis. Yeah, it really is, isn't it? That's non-bias. Yeah, absolutely, Lisa. I 100% agree with you. Winter is rough on those precious folks. Absolutely it is, Deborah. Absolutely. You see it all the time. It's very, very rough. So yeah, we can definitely do something like that. I think if you guys are interested in it, Deborah, I know you're interested in it. So I think it would be very beneficial. Maybe we can even do a live stream. Let me write that down, to be honest. So my don't mind me here, guys. So I think we're still at that 68 thumbs up. Man, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So I'm writing that down, Deborah, for you. And I know the thing is, Deborah, if you're into it, then I know a lot of other people will get benefits from it. You know what I mean? It's not a coincidence where one person is thinking one thing and then the other person is thinking another. Usually what happens most of the time is if you're thinking about it, then someone else is thinking about it as well. So, no, I think that's good. I think that's good. I like the idea of kind of having the own network, own website. Um, Hopefully you guys got a little bit out of the spices and the herbs for heart health, guys, because that was the main point. I know we went on a little bit of a tangent going on here towards the end, but we mentioned 11 of those spices for a healthy heart. I think what I like to do, I think if I was going to do a top 5, guys, I would go probably turmeric, probably ginger, garlic, cinnamon, and maybe cayenne pepper. Now, does that mean that I would get rid of the other ones? No, absolutely not. I think black pepper is a great one. I would go with black pepper because, one, that's going to help boost turmeric, and that's going to help with the increase of absorption in curcumin. So, that's my top 5, but, you can be flexible with that. You can be 100% flexible with that, guys. 100%. But yeah, I think the next step is and look at that, 69 thumbs up. Thank you so much, guys. We are one away. Can anyone hit 70? Sometimes when we get to like that 69 or 68, hitting that like 70 goal is it's like staring me right in the face. But I think the next goal is to keep it independent. Everyone brought up like who was it? Lisa brought up a very, very good point. I think Lisa nailed it. I think Trinity nailed it. I think Deborah nailed it. Was there anyone else? Yannick, I think, ended 70. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. Happy autumn, by the way. Yes, Lisa, I know. We're already in autumn. Can you believe it? It's just coming and going so fast. 71 thumbs up. Thank you so much, guys. But I think the next step is starting to work with some people. I would really like to work with some people and just figuring out their goals. Doesn't matter if it's like weight loss or anything like that. Trust me, I do that on a daily basis. Weight loss, strengthening, nutrition. Nutrition's a big one. Every single day, nutrition. That's something that I do every single day. So, helping more and more people, I think, is a great thing. We've done this with the videos. I know it is crazy, isn't it, Lisa? And again, the only thing that I probably will start, I won't say never with a Patreon. I just don't see the benefit of doing it because it creates a payroll, and that's just me. Anyone that does a Patreon, I 100% respect, and I have no judgment against those people. I just think with me and my content, I just think it's not the right fit. Same thing with a membership. With the membership option, I mean, maybe more so the membership. The only thing that I would accept, and Deborah's been more than generous, is just the super chats. But other than that, it's just, I just like putting out the information, guys. Putting out the information, having these live streams, and then giving you guys as much information as I can. And I think that's the best way to do it. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. So again, I really hope that heart health was very helpful for you guys, because heart health is such an important thing right now. Like we said, I think it's almost close to 30% of the people in worldwide are dealing with some sort of heart risk, and it's only climbing, and it's only going to get worse and worse. So I think maybe we'll leave it there, guys. I don't want to keep you guys too long. If there's any other questions, nutrition and building the immune system and sustainability. Absolutely. That's the key, isn't it, Trinity? That's definitely the key. I 100% agree. And thank you so much for the 73 thumbs up, guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. So big shout out to... sorry, I can only scroll up so far. Big shout out to Michelle, Trinity, Deborah. Big shout out to you. Really appreciate it and your generosity. I know I've said it before, but I'm going to keep saying it again. I hope you don't mind. Lisa. Who else do we have? Yannick. There's a few more people up here. We have Mac. Sorry, Mac, I missed your message. Felicia. Yeah, that's all that can go up here. Lauren. All right, there's Lauren. Yeah, so that's as high as I can go, guys. Oh, Big Brother. Very nice. What's the benefits of oregano oil? Well, there's a lot of benefits of oregano oil. I guess that would be, I think with oregano oil, that can be kind of on this topic. One, the most, I think what you'll see most is an antibiotic. So a lot of people will use it for, because one, it has carvacrol. I believe it's carvacrol. See, I don't have the notes down in here, but I believe it's carvacrol, which helps fight bacteria. So a lot of the times in like the intestines and in the gut and things like that, you can use oregano oil. One, it can help. One, it's a very powerful antioxidant. Can help to reduce free radicals and things of that nature. Natural product of metabolism. Another great one is it can help lower cholesterol levels. We've seen that in studies. So oregano oil can lower bad LDL cholesterol and increase good HDL cholesterol, which is very nice. Is there any more that I can remember off the top of my head? Oh, gut health, of course. Gut health. All right. So it can benefit gut health in a number of different ways. All right. So reduce symptoms like bloating, stomach pain, diarrhea, things of that nature. And then lastly, maybe I'll just give you one more. With oregano oil is it has tremendous anti-inflammatory properties. So tremendous anti-inflammatory properties. Since the COVID lockdown, doing mostly home-cooked meals, I have no desire for fast food. Yes, I think a lot. I'm in the same boat as you, Michelle. As many home-cooked meals as I can. Absolutely. Oh, you're watching from the U.S. That's great, Yannick. I like that name. Yeah, Big Brother. I like that as well. Yeah, it caught my eye. I was scrolling back down, then I saw Big Brother there, and yeah, it definitely caught my eye. Well, thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate it there. I'm going to end the stream there for now. Be on the lookout for more daily videos. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Monday, so there'll definitely be a video up tomorrow. And then I would say Wednesday, depending on just how busy my day is, we can go and do that. I think that would be a nice thing to get up that. Sorry, one sec. Let me just put that video back up there. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, I think we can do that. Get those videos rolling out. I think that would be great. And if there's no more questions, then let's continue to do that, guys. I'm not sure why this is. Let me just make sure I got this video up. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. That video should be up there. So let's end the stream there, guys. I hope that helped answer some of your questions. Oh, my pleasure, Shirley. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys all coming in, listening to the stream. Sorry, it looks like that picture's going a little haywire there, but we got it all figured out here now, I think. There we go. So thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. If there's any questions, feel free to leave a comment at the end of the videos. I'm more than happy to answer them for you. There'll be like I said, a live stream on Wednesday. Hard to believe it's Sunday already. And again, I really, really appreciate the support. Really appreciate the support. Couldn't ask for a better community. Oh, you're welcome, Shirley. Thank you. This was great information. Really enjoyed the live. Thank you very much, Trinity. It means a lot, Trinity, especially since you're into spices and everything of that nature. Tamisha, great to have you still here. Thank you so much for joining me the whole time. Yes, thank you. You enjoyed. Thanks for answering my question. No problem, big brother. That's what I'm here to do. My pleasure. And thank you so much, guys. Again, I really appreciate it. Be on the lookout for more videos, and be on the lookout for another stream on Wednesday. We'll make sure that we come up with another good idea. I'm thinking maybe along the lines of probiotic and gut health. So we'll keep that in mind, and we'll keep going from there. And thank you so much. I got to say thank you so much for the 73 thumbs up. I believe that is a new record. You guys crushed it today. I really appreciate it, and thank you so much. And I have to say thank you for coming in super, super early, at least my time. I started a little bit earlier today. This might be a regular thing. As long as it's not too early for you guys, then I have no problem getting up a little bit earlier and getting started with the stream. So thank you so much, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a safe, healthy Sunday, and we will talk to you on Wednesday, guys. Trinity, take care.